And hello everyone, this is Tiffany Harper, and I am so excited to be on today. I have been with Beachbody for the last 4.5 years now. I am officially a 1-star diamond coach and currently 2-star diamond qualifying. That is just a really fancy term for, I'm a diamond coach and I have 2 coaches on my team who have reached diamond level as well. So that is just meaning that my team is growing, my team is being successful in growing their businesses and helping their team become successful as well. So that's basically a big part of what I do, is training and helping leaders reach their full potential and grow in their businesses, as well as helping people become healthier and fit and loving their bodies as much as humanly possible. I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys just a little bit, and then answering some common questions that I hear quite a bit in regards to what it takes to be a Beachbody coach. What does that actually look like? Some questions that I hear all the time, and sometimes it makes people fearful of doing something like what I do for a living. So bear with me. I'm also going to pull up a little bit of my story and kind of go off of that. So let's get started right here. Let me pull this up. Let me see if I can get it bigger. Oops, let me go back. Go back. Yes. So I am a leader of Team Fuel, and basically Team Fuel is just the name I came up for it because I truly believe that there's facets of it. We're fueling people to live healthier lives. We are fueled by our faith. We pray. Many of the people on my team, in fact, I would say the majority of the coaches on my team are people who would identify themselves as Christians. They either are in ministry or they serve in the local church, but they found fitness as a way to become healthier, and they found it along their journey. And so praying is one of the big facets that I would say is huge for my life, and I know for many of my coaches. We all sweat together, so we're doing a Beachbody program or other ways of staying in shape. We nourish ourselves with good, whole foods and with Shakeology and other things that are good for us to make sure that our bodies are working at their most optimal. And we work to inspire. And this last part, inspire, is the biggest thing, because many people look at us and they hear the term coaches and it seems very intimidating. And it sounds very intimidating. But I just want to tell you, I'm not a fitness professional. I don't have any certification or documentation that says that I will give you a specific meal plan or a specific workout. Truly what I do is inspire people that no matter where you are, wherever you're starting, whatever you're doing, whatever stage of life you're in, whatever size you might be, you can get in shape. You can find the time to take care of yourself and practice a little self-care, whether you are a full-time working mama or you are a stay-at-home mama and you are in the trenches with littles. You can take care of yourself. You can get in shape. You can feel good from the inside out and serve the people that you love. And my job primarily is to inspire you to do that, inspire you to action. And I do the same thing with my coaches. I inspire them to action. I inspire them to do the activity and do the work necessary in order to make their dreams come true. And if they want to build a business and build a team and help people get in shape, then there's things that they are going to have to do in order to do that. And my job is to help them reach their full potential. So to give you a little bit about my story, I am a pastor's wife. My husband and I have been married for 11 years. His name is Dan. He is a small group pastor at a local church here in Southern California, and we've only been at this specific church for about, I want to say 7 months or so, not very long, but for majority of our marriage, we've been serving in the local church ministry. So this is what we're doing. We really love it, and we're thankful that we get to be a part of God's kingdom and his work in this way. I'm a mom of 2. Together we have 2 children, Madison, who just turned 10, and Sean, who is 6. I stay at home. I used to work full-time for when my kids were little, very, very, very little, but then we made the decision that I would stay at home with them. We felt that that would be beneficial to our family to have their mother be with the littles and just be their mama and take care of them and love on them. So that is what I do primarily. My heart is BSI's U, and I'll share a little bit more of my story with how that got started. And my husband's over here saying hi. But Be a Size You is a big part of my ministry. That was something that God really spoke to my heart when I began my health and fitness journey. Just really stopping the comparison of how I look comparing myself to other moms and to other wives and how they seem to have it all together. But I'll get more into that in just a little bit. I love iced coffee. I love hanging out with girls and having a girls' night and going out to eat or going out for coffee. I tend to read multiple books at a time. It is not uncommon for me to share with you 5 or 6 books that I think are amazing. If you ask me what's a good book to read, and I'll tell you, well, I'm reading this book, these books, and you need to get them. And so it is what it is. I'm a huge reader. In fact, my entire family really loves books, so I think it just kind of manifests itself and it just naturally pours out of us. I also love The Bachelor. It's a guilty trip for me. I don't know what it is, The Bachelor, all the drama. I don't get it. It's totally not biblical, but it's just really fun. And I know several other of my friends who love The Bachelor as well. So my passion is to help women love their bodies as God designed them. I truly believe that it has very little to do with the weight, and a lot of times there's internal conflict with each woman as they decide to make their own health and fitness journey. There's something inside that makes them want to make the decision to make some changes in their life. And so my job and my passion is to help them see the beauty that is there, and with that when they look in the mirror, that they don't hate themselves, that they're not working out to hate themselves, they're working out and they're eating healthy because they know that God created their bodies and that it glorifies Him, and that it's good for them. It makes them feel good. And when they take care of themselves and they treat themselves well, then it pours out into the people that they love. And so that's my passion. That's what I try to drive home every single day to every single woman that I talk to. I am a former thespian, so I loved doing musical theater growing up. I also was an athlete. I played softball and I ran cross country. Getting back into fitness wasn't the hard part for me, but I love singing and acting. In fact, I do sing on the worship team occasionally at our church, so that's something that never really leaves me. And I kind of became an accidental fitness enthusiast because even though I was an athlete, I didn't really understand the whole practicing self-care until after I had my children. I got in shape using Turbo Jam, Turbo Fire, and clean eating, and it was before I got into Shakeology. So how I got started really was after my son was about 1.5 years. He was my second born. He was my baby. He was my last one. And when he was about 1.5 years, I still looked about 5 months pregnant, and I felt very insecure. I didn't like how I felt. I was tired 90% of the time. I had a daughter who was 4, and so when my son would take his daily, he was down to 1 nap at that time, it was about 3-hour nap, and when he would take a nap, I would then be so exhausted that I would take that same 3-hour nap with him every single day, and my poor 4-year-old didn't have her mommy present. And so that was something that really tore into my heart, and I knew I had to make a change. So I had an old Turbo Jam DVD that I pulled out and pushed play on that sucker, and I worked at it every single day. I also went running. I found some old YouTube workouts on YouTube, and I did those, some strength training, because I knew I needed to add that into my routine. And another thing that really helped me with my goals, even though I was working out, I knew the real change that needed to happen was how I treated my body internally. What was I nourishing myself with first? So I found a nutrition plan online that would help me, that introduced me to clean eating and really taught me all about how to truly nourish my body with good foods and not rely on microwave health foods. Real food, like real live food that you get from like a farmer's market and that you actually cook and all that. So I had to re-educate myself on nutrition. That's something I had no concept of. And I think for a lot of people, that happens. A lot of people don't have a concept of eating healthy, or their idea of eating healthy isn't really healthy at all. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. A lot of us have a place where we have to learn. So for me, Turbo Jam and clean eating, that was kind of where I really got my start in health and fitness and being introduced to Beachbody. I was familiar with Beachbody and their fitness programs, but I didn't know too much about the company or even the opportunity. And then after I did Turbo Jam and been clean eating for a while, that was about 8 months of hard work, and I lost 20 pounds. And I felt pretty amazing. And not only did I lose 20 pounds, but I gained a whole bunch of energy, and I was excited to be up and doing the things that I wanted to do, like play with my daughter and not feel like I had to take a nap every single day, or be exhausted by 6 o'clock and feel like I had to call it a day because I could not do anything else or spend any more time with any more people. My temper wasn't as short. I was much happier to be around. My husband noticed the benefits. And so as you can see, even though there's some physical benefits to it, my whole mentality and attitude shifted as well. Internally, I was a different person because God allowed these programs and fitness to teach me that there were some disciplines in my life that needed to be done and dealt with, because I lacked discipline and self-care. I was expecting to wear all of these hats and not take care of myself, but that's not how it worked. If I was called to take care of my children and to be an example to them and love them and be present in their lives, well, then there had to be some care for myself as well. Otherwise, I would just fall apart. And that's essentially what was happening before I got started in my health and fitness journey. So fast forward 8 months later, I started noticing that Beachbody had an opportunity for people like me who had been using the programs and had been positively impacted by these programs to help other women do the same thing and earn a possible income for it, or just to get discount on the products. But really, it was an opportunity for me as a stay-at-home mom who lived on a single income. My husband was a college pastor at the time, and I can tell you without a doubt, like, he wasn't making a whole lot. Like, he was making very little. So knowing that there was an opportunity for me to be able to work at home and earn an income, a side income for my family, and help contribute, that was like no-brainer. And I was using the products and I really enjoyed them and I loved them. And that what they had done for me, I knew that those tools could help other people. So no-brainer, I like signed up right away, didn't even think about it. I was like, this is something I could do. I know I'm not an expert, but I know I could do this. I can help people. I want to help people because I've been transformed and I want to help other people have what I have. And so that's how I got started with Beachbody. And I've been a coach for 4.5 years, and really, truly, it has been an amazing journey for me. I can say I've probably been the slowest person, but it doesn't matter to me, because to me, I've created an incredible team of women and even some men who love helping people and really just want to change the trajectory of other people's lives and even the lives of their family, whether it be financially or physically. So to give you a little bit about Beachbody so you can understand who this is, Beachbody is a direct marketing company. So they began in 1998 by Carl Daikeler and John Cogden. They wanted to create a company that provided incredible fitness products and that would help people live healthy and more fulfilling lives. They're truly, every product that they create is truly because of this. It has very little to do with how much money they want to make. It is because of this. They want to create real systems that will really help people. They're not into fads. They are not into quick fixes. They are into real tools that are beneficial for the long term. So just keep that in mind. When you hear Beachbody, there are real fitness products that absolutely will help people for long term. They noticed that with all the success that they had with their fitness products though, and when I say direct marketing, we'll kind of back up a little bit about direct marketing. If you've seen infomercials, so if you've seen P90X, Turbo Fire, 21 Day Fix, Insanity, those fitness programs on infomercials, that is Beachbody. Beachbody produces those programs. And so what direct marketing means is that instead of those fitness programs being in a store somewhere and you're having to pay like the retail price for it or the store price for it, which often costs more, and the value of these programs, they deserve to cost more because they are incredible value. They do direct to consumer. So that means you just call a number or you connect with your Beachbody coach and you buy directly from them. There's no middleman. You just go to a link and you buy it instantly and it comes to your door. So you're not paying for like retail space, you're paying for the product at its value. And so, but with all those sales, they noticed that there weren't a lot of testimonials, and they started paying attention to the message boards on their websites because they found that customers were encouraging other customers who were using these programs. These customers had success with these fitness programs, and then they, in turn, helped other people who were going through these programs, and they were giving advice, and they were giving tips, and they were sharing their recipes, and they were sharing their results, and they were encouraging people to finish strong. And they realized that the peer-to-peer support was the missing link to success. You can get some success with a fitness program. You can get some success with a nutrition plan. But the true catalyst for success for a person is when they have that accountability from someone who really cares about them and really wants to help them reach their goals. And so that's how the Team Beachbody Coaching Network was born. And as you can see, we're constantly coming out with new fitness programs and new ways for people to reach their health and fitness goals. Whether you are a beginner in fitness or you are advanced, there's something for everybody, and they are high quality. You probably recognize celebrity trainers like Shalene Johnson, Shaun T, Tony Horton, Autumn Calabrese, oh my gosh, I'm blanking, but there's Sagi Kalev. There's so many incredible fitness trainers out there right now that are collaborating with Beachbody because we're the real deal. Because again, we want to provide tools that will benefit people for the long run. This is not a quick fix. That's not what we're interested in. So what are coaches? We are not fitness experts. We are not nutrition experts. We come in all shapes and sizes. We are stay-at-home moms, professionals, college students, wives, husbands, military spouses, you name it, that's who we are. Okay, we are driven by the desire to make people's lives better than they were yesterday. Each of us have our own personal motto. Like mine is to help women love their bodies and to be healthy and fit and to pray, sweat, nourish, and inspire other people to do the same. And for Beachbody, we desire to help people live more healthy and more fulfilling lives. So we line up our motto with Beachbody's, and that's what we do every single day. We are not experts, again, but we just really want to help people see their full potential. My life has been changed by these fitness programs and by Shakeology, which is actually something I fought to try in the beginning because I was a protein shake queen and I tried probably every single protein shake that was on the market. But what I didn't understand was that Shakeology was not just a protein shake, and it's not even just a meal replacement shake. It is a whole foods-based, nutrient-dense, high-quality shake. And I drink it for one meal a day. I've even had it for a snack. And the reason why I use it, even though I got in shape by just clean eating, I knew that even with clean eating, I was still missing probably some key nutrients within my body. No matter how healthy I tried to eat, there were still some things missing. And because I was working out regularly and I was very active in my life, I wanted my body to function as most optimal. And Shakeology, nothing compares to it. You can probably try and find stuff in the grocery store for cheaper. I know that Shakeology is not cheap, okay? But you will not find the type of quality that is in Shakeology anywhere else, and I can say that. I encourage you to do your research on the ingredients. There are going to be a lot of people who will suggest options that are good enough, but for my body, I don't want good enough. I can have a good enough cell phone to call somebody. I can have good enough clothes so that way I can walk out and feel well put together without breaking the bank. But for my body, if I want it to function well and I want it to function at its most optimal, then I will put and I will invest in the best that nature has to offer every single day. I will do that. And I hope that you will too. I hope you will see that. So be sure to ask me any questions that you have about Shakeology. I know that's a big one that people have, like why do they have to do it? But truly, as someone who fought it for so long, once I did the research myself on how good it was for myself and for my family, and watching my own father-in-law who was constantly snacking all the time on crackers and stuff, and when he was drinking Shakeology, he noticed that it was curbing his desire to snack on junk, but instead his body was getting the nutrients it needed and it was missing for so long. To me, that's worth it. I'm willing to spend the money. And as coaches, we are accountable to our own health and fitness lifestyle as coaches. So we are the glue to success. Our big thing is, and this is a question that I get a lot, so this is going to answer one of the questions, like what do you actually do? So basically I run challenge groups. I run fitness accountability groups. I connect with people who want to reach a certain health and fitness goal, or maybe they just want a new challenge, and I help them reach that. And what I do is I provide tools that will possibly help them with their with whatever goals they have set for themselves. So if someone says they want to improve on flexibility, if they want to gain some strength, but maybe they haven't worked out in a long time, they don't have the energy or the stamina yet to do a high impact kind of program, then I would recommend something like PiYo, which is Pilates and yoga, but it's not slow. It's very energizing, it's very fun, but you're still gaining strength and you're still gaining flexibility, and you will get in shape and you will hit your goals. And that's something that I would recommend to somebody. If there was somebody who's really into CrossFit or they like boot camp style workouts, then 22-minute hardcore would be something that I would recommend to somebody. And then I tell them, based on their nutrition, how they're doing in their nutrition daily lives, I would still recommend either Shakeology if they are more looking for help and making sure they're staying consistent with clean eating and not taking shortcuts and that their body is getting what it needs. I would say Shakeology. You need that at least one meal a day. Let's get you started on that. Or if they are more looking to build muscle and they're doing intense programs and they need something that will give them energy, that will help them recover with muscle, some muscle recovery, then I would recommend something in the Beachbody performance line. So there's something for everybody, but my job is not to sell. My job is to help a person reach whatever goal that they have and provide them the tools. Now it's up to them to take it and accept it. So I guess that's where the sales part comes in. But honestly, my job is just to help them. And I lay it out for them, like, this is what you can do. This is what works. I know it works. If you will commit to it, let's get you started. What do you say to that? Do you think you can commit to that? And I'm very honest. We provide tools. That's our job. We just provide tools that it makes it easy for them so they don't have to figure it out all themselves. They can figure it out. They have the plans, they have the tools, they have everything necessary for them so that way they can reach their health and fitness goals. And then I put them in an accountability group and I check in with them and I post recipes and I post quotes and I post encouragement and I private message them and I celebrate their successes. And that's what I do. That's what, as a coach, we do. It's nothing special. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing scary. Even though it might seem scary at first, truly all I do is encourage and I inspire and I share and I help. I want them to reach their goals. I can't do it for them, which is why I provide the tools and tell them that if they want to reach those goals, then they need to commit to themselves. But I share my story and I share successes of my own and of other people, and even some of my failures. I'm not perfect. There are days I miss a workout, but overall, I try to teach them that consistency and focusing on their own goals and not comparing themselves to anybody else is where it's at, and that's my job, and that's what we do. So here's a thing that a lot of people are afraid to share about, and you have to share out what is your why. My why is those people right there that you see. My daughter, Madison, and my son, Sean, and my husband, Dan. And they are my why. They are why I do this. I want to stay at home with them. I want my husband to achieve his dreams and work towards his dreams and not feel so stressed out by the financial pressures that sometimes can come upon a family. And I want to contribute as much as I can. I want to be home and pick up my kids from school and not have to send them to childcare because I have to work 9 to 6. And have somebody else tell me when I can get off work to see my children. I don't want someone telling me what time I can get off work in order to see their baseball games or their activities or have their birthday parties or whatever. I want to be in control of that. I want to be the one who says when I get off work and when I get to see my family and when I get to celebrate certain things. That I want those decisions. I don't want anyone else making those decisions. So let me ask you, what are your dreams? What is your current reality right now? How could Beachbody help some of these stresses in your life? Finances, time, career, life. What is keeping you from making those dreams happen? Would an extra side income help you achieve those dreams? And if it can, have you considered Beachbody? If you are someone who loves fitness, or maybe you've enjoyed fitness a lot, or maybe you've been using Beachbody's programs, you've been one of our challenge groups, have you ever considered joining Team Fuel, being a part of this? I think you would really enjoy it. That's something to really think about and ask yourself these questions. And another cool thing about Beachbody is that you're not just joining Team Fuel, but you're joining a huge network of people. So what you're seeing are photos of different events that I've been to. The 2014 Coach Summit that I got to go to in Las Vegas, and I will be attending Coach Summit in July with a whole bunch of my team, some Super Saturday events, live workouts. We get to make a whole bunch of friends. So what I love about this is that I get to work with people I like. We all have those jobs where there are certain people that we work with that we don't particularly enjoy. And I get to say, you know what? I love my job because I'm working with people that I like, that I consider my friends. And maybe if I didn't know them at first when they started, maybe I didn't know them very well, but they've become my friends. We become prayer warriors and encouragers, and we ask how each other are doing in our lives and our marriages. And then we root each other on in our fitness goals or whatever things that we have going on in our life. We become a part of a community. And I think that's a huge part for anybody, is that we want a community, a place where we belong. And that's what you would get with Team Fuel, as well as training and everything else that goes along with it. That's another question that I get asked a lot by people is, well, if as a coach, do I just sign up and then I have to figure it out? No, you absolutely can't. You will get training by me. I will be trained, but I will train you if you're my personally sponsored coach, or if you are invited by one of my coaches, they will train you. We will help you reach your health and fitness goals as well as your business goals. But my job is purely to make sure that you succeed, because that's what I really want for you. Another question that I get a lot is, let me make sure I don't have any other questions here, or oops, let me go back. Any questions, just in case somebody is chatting and asking me questions. I don't know if anybody's asking a question. Okay, so no one yet. So for me, a question that I get a lot is, do I have to be a salesperson or good at sales? No, I don't really want a salesperson on my team, because I feel like those who are salespeople, as soon as they don't get a sale, they quit pretty quickly, because they get discouraged by the numbers and not by the impact or by the work that they're doing. So it does take some time. So I will never tell anyone, oh, you can make millions of dollars right off the bat. That doesn't happen. Like, I don't make $1 million. But what I can tell you is that if you are consistent in sharing, and really your desire is to help people and not just make six figures, you'll be successful in this business. No one likes salespeople. People are drawn to real people. And so if you're a real person and you care about people, then you'd be perfect for this. You'd be perfect for Team Fuel. Another question that I get asked quite a bit is, okay, so how do I get started? What does it cost to be a coach? So I'm glad you asked that question, and I'm really excited about this, because a lot of people don't realize that there's different varying degrees of how you can sign up. For those of you who maybe have done a challenge group, or you've purchased a challenge pack is either a fitness program with Shakeology, and then $2 super saver shipping. So if you purchase a challenge pack, one of those programs, you actually get to sign up for free and have the $39.95 sign up fee waived. Or if you want to sign up as a coach, and you want to buy, and you've never done one of our programs, but you want to buy a challenge pack, you can purchase any challenge pack that you want, whichever one fits your goals, and it will, again, you will have your $39.95 fee waived. If you are someone, maybe you just don't want to do a fitness program, maybe you have a routine already, but you do want to try Shakeology or Beachbody Performance, then you would pay $39.95, that's the initial sign-up fee, and then you would get 25% off anything that you ordered right away when you signed up as a coach. So you get 25% discount on anything that you order. So if you order Shakeology at sign-up, then you get 25% off of that. So that's like $100 instead of $129, and then plus the $2 shipping and then sales tax. So that's another option. Or you can just pay $39.95 to sign up. People do that. I don't recommend that. I really only recommend that if you're just not somebody who's interested in building a business. Because I truly feel if you want to build a business, if you really want to grow a team, if you really want to be a part of Team Fuel and make this an income-producing business, then having the right tools and having the products and really understanding them and knowing about them and sharing about them is going to be vital for you. So really just paying $39.95 is not what I recommended. And then continuing forward, you would just pay $15.95, which would include your business fees. And that includes everything like the websites Beachbody provides you, the inventory. What's cool is we don't have to keep inventory as a coach. I've heard of people who've started businesses and they have to buy stock or inventory in order to sell from that inventory. So they pay like $600 or more in product that they have in their house and they have to sell it. We don't do that. Beachbody is a store. We have a direct link that we send people to. They buy from us. We don't exchange credit card numbers. I don't see anyone's credit card numbers at all. So there's security in that. So it does not, there's no money changing in my hands, but you still get a product. So I don't have any inventory. Really, the only things that I have are like my Shakeology boxes, when I get my Shakeology home direct order, or if I buy like samples of something, like I have samples of the the Beachbody Performance Energize. I'll buy those occasionally, but I don't buy them in order to have inventory or to sell them. I buy it because I send samples out to people to try. So that's something to keep in mind as if you're thinking about signing up. So if you don't have any more questions, be sure to leave them in the chat if you have any questions. If you're ready to join us, what I would encourage you to do is to talk to the person who invited you to this webinar. Maybe you're not ready to join Team Fuel, but you're ready to be a size U, meaning you're wanting to start getting in shape and working on your own health and fitness goals. Then talk to your coach, or talk to me if I am your coach, and we can get started on a right fitness program for you based on your goals. So it's about you. I'll have some questions that you can answer. That way I can best give you the best advice as to what direction you should be going in. And we'll get you started in my next upcoming challenge group. But the thing I want to urge you is do not log off and do nothing. Do not watch this and be like, okay, that was great, that's fantastic. And you're interested and you're excited about what you heard, but then you do nothing about it. Talk to somebody. Talk to the person who invited you, or talk to me, and let us know what you're thinking, what your ideas are, what are any other questions that maybe you couldn't ask on the webinar. And because I shared about some income and possibility, I just want to say Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody Coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. So that basically means that you need to work if you want to make this work. One of my favorite quotes as I end tonight's chat is from a book that I read a while back called Take the Stairs by Rory Vaden. And it's called, "It can feel safer not to begin a daunting journey or not to take on a challenging task, because at least we know we won't fail." So if you're there and you feel like this sounds exciting, this sounds like something you could do, but I still have a lot of questions, don't just not do anything because it feels safer. It's probably not very safe. The worst you can do is do nothing. But decide to make a decision, decide to ask the questions, and then I can help you decide whether Team Fuel is a good fit for you, or even being a coach is a good fit for you wherever you are in your life. We'd love to help you walk through that decision. So I can't wait to welcome you to Team Fuel. Our mission is to pray, sweat, nourish, and inspire others. I'm so glad to have you join us in this mission. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave any questions, and I would love to answer them for you guys. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to end. Oops, stop that share. Stop share. I don't know what happened here. So if you don't have any questions, I'll probably go. But I just want to say thank you so much for being on this chat. If you're invited by me, I just know that it's a big deal to be invited, because we see something in you. We think that you'd be an incredible leader. So I hope that you were inspired and encouraged. And again, if you have any questions, we'd love to connect with you. So talk to you soon. And this will be recorded, so I'll be posting this up on my YouTube channel. So if you have anybody, any of my coaches on here who are watching, if you have anyone who would be interested in watching this recording, be sure and share it with them. I'll post it in Team Fuel. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Bye.